Meghan Markle's outreach to Thomas Markle has just gotten even stranger. It looks like Meghan Markle's outreach to her estranged father Thomas Markle has just gotten even stranger. As many of our readers know by now, Thomas is currently at a hospital in the Philippines, where he underwent an emergency situation. He had to have his leg amputated in what some people are calling a life or death situation. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. Meghan Markle's outreach to Thomas Markle has just gotten even stranger. The former General Hospital lighting director has said that he wants the Duchess of Sussex to pick up the phone and call him just so he could finally meet his two royal grandchildren, Archie and Lilibet, just one time before he dies. Apparently, Meghan had reached out to father in the hopes that they could patch things up between them before it was too late. But now there's a report that suggests the Duchess of Sussex actually contacted the consulate in the Philippines to check up on her father. So she didn't really call him directly, if that makes sense. Does Meghan Markle actually want to talk to her father? Of course, the internet certainly did have a lot to say about the matter. Some even commented with, "Whatever she decides to do is more grace than he deserves. He is a weak and cowardly man after years of trashing his daughter and cooperating with the media." Another critic wrote, "Now the US Embassy is involved? And I thought they had settled on just his foot being amputated. This is the wackiest Daily Mail stunt of the year. Someone should check to see if the consulate guy is real because I'm doubting everything now. The doctor sounds sketchy too. How can a top surgeon have time to brief the DM?" And then there was this comment as well, "He's already doing gentle physical therapy? I have no idea, but wouldn't you need the amputation to fully heal before that happens? Wasn't it just amputated? In my experience, you don't start physical therapy until weeks after a major operation. Your body needs time to heal." So far, Meghan Markle herself has not made any comments about the matter, although at this point it's doubtful that anything will be said. Watch this space for more. For now, drop us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with the royal family right now. Come back here often for all the royal family spoilers, news, and updates. When the first letter arrived at Thomas Markle's modest house in Rosarito, he thought it was junk mail. He had grown used to ignoring glossy envelopes urging him to switch internet providers or join retirement insurance plans that promised peace of mind. But this envelope, cream-colored, thickened cotton paper, subtle embossing, felt different. It also had a crest. A royal crest. Thomas stared at it for a full minute, turned it over, sniffed it, because why not, and finally placed it on his kitchen table. The morning sun spilled over the surface, catching the crest again like a wink. He sighed. "Not again," he muttered. "She can't possibly think this will work." But curiosity, that old puppeteer, tugged at him. He opened the envelope. Inside was a single sheet of stationery printed with an elaborate script. Not handwriting, he noticed. A font. But it was ornate enough that it practically curtsied when read. "Father, this is an invitation to attend a mediation brunch. A professional conflict resolution expert will be present. Croissants will be served, warmly." Thomas blinked. A mediation brunch? She's sending fonts to do her talking now. He shook his head, folded the letter, and stuck it to the fridge with a magnet shaped like a margarita glass. Then he went on with his day. The second attempt. If Meghan had expected him to immediately accept brunch diplomacy, she was mistaken. Because another letter arrived the following week. And this time it was weirder. The envelope was purple. Regal purple. And when he opened it, lavender-scented mist floated out. Thomas coughed, waved it away, and read the new message. "Father, I am engaging in a softer, more holistic outreach strategy. This missive is aromatherapy assisted. Please consider responding. Affirmedly." There was also a scratch and sniff sticker at the bottom. Communication chamomile. Thomas sat down. "Well, she's trying," he admitted to no one. He turned the paper over, half expecting a coupon for a wellness retreat. Instead, he saw tiny print. "P.S. The mediation expert says we should identify shared values. Do you still like quiche?" He did like quiche, but that wasn't the point. Phone call number 1, sort of. The third attempt didn't arrive by mail. Instead, Thomas's old landline rang at exactly 2:17 p.m. on a Wednesday. "Hello," he said, expecting a telemarketer asking about extended warranties. Instead he heard, "Your call is very important to the Duchess of Sussex. Please hold." Hold music followed, something vaguely royal but suspiciously similar to a public domain lullaby. After 23 seconds, a crisp voice said, "This is an automated outreach assistant for Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. If you would like to hear a message from Meghan, press 1. If you would like to send a message, press 2. Thomas pressed nothing. He hung up. The phone rang again instantly. "Your call is very important to..." He yanked the cord from the wall. "Enter the documentary crew." Weeks passed. Thomas thought the storm had blown over, until a white van pulled up to his house. 3 people hopped out with clipboards, equipment bags, and the determined gait of individuals who asked strangers to sign release forms for a living. "Mr. Markle?" one asked. "No," he answered automatically. "We're with Empathy Unlimited, a new documentary series about family healing. We've been informed that you're open to participating." "I am." "Yes," the woman said brightly. "Your daughter submitted your application." Thomas rubbed his temples. "She submitted my application?" "Indeed," the woman said. "We'd love to film the moment you read her next message." "Next message?" Before he could refuse, the camera operator handed him a package wrapped in gold foil. It was too heavy for a letter, too large for a card, and suspiciously square. "Is this a puzzle box?" Thomas asked. "Yes," chirped the producer. "A symbolic gesture. The idea is that emotional reconnection takes work." Thomas stared at the box. Intricate carvings, gears, tiny moving tiles. "You expect me to solve this thing? We'll give you up to 3 hours." "No." But they kept rolling. And he, despite himself, kept turning the box over in his hands. Inside the puzzle box. It took him 18 minutes. Mechanically, he was gifted, and the box was poorly designed. Inside lay a miniature projector, pocket-sized, rose gold, with a tiny note. "Press play for a message. Remember to breathe." He pressed the button. A hologram flickered to life. Meghan appeared, not real-sized, but small, like an unusually polished action figure.